That admiral canters among his hosts, after his son, whose great body follows Torlius the king, and the king Dapamort. 30 columns most speedily they form, they've chevaliers in marvellous great force, 50,000 the smallest column holds. The first is raised of men from Butenroth, the next after Mycenaes, whose heads are gross, along their backs, above their spinal bones, as they were hogs, great bristles on them grow. The third is raised from Nublius and from blows. The fourth is raised from Bruns and Esclavos. The fifth is raised from Sorbra and from sores. The sixth is raised from ermines and from moors. The seventh is the men of Jericho. Negroes are the eighth. The ninth are men of Gros. The 10th is raised from Balid, the stronghold. That is a tribe no goodwill ever shows. That admiral hath sworn, the way he knows, by Mahomet, his virtues and his bones. Charles of France is mad to canter so. Battle he'll have, unless he take him home. No more he'll wear on his head that crown of gold. 10 great columns they marshal thereafter, of Canellius, right ugly is the first, who from Valfuit came across country there. The next of Turks, of Persians is the third. The fourth is raised of desperate Pincinaires. The fifth is raised from Soltras and Avers. The sixth is from Ormalius and Ugis. The seventh is the tribe of Samuel. The eighth is from Bruges. The ninth from Esclavers. The 10th is from Oxyant, the desert. That is a tribe, do not the Lord God serve. Of such felons you never else have heard. Hard is their hide, as though it iron were, wherefore of helm or hauberk they've no care. In the battle they're felon murderers. That admiral 10 columns more reviews. The first is raised of giants from Malprus. The next of Huns, the third a hunger crew. And from Valdese the long the fourth have trooped. The fifth is raised of men from Valpenus. The sixth is raised of tribesmen from Marus. The seventh is from Luce and Astramoon. The eighth from Argoy. The ninth is from Clarboon. The 10th is raised of beardsmen from Valfrund. That is a tribe no love of God e'er knew. Just a Francoeur these 30 columns prove. Great are the hosts, their horns come sounding through. Pagans canter, as men of valor should. That admiral hath great possessions. He makes them bear before him his dragon, and their standard, Tervagans and Mahomes, and his image, Apollon the felon. 10 Canellius canter in the environs, and very loud the cry out this sermon. Let who would from our gods have garrison, serve them and pray with great affliction. Pagans awhile their heads and faces on their breasts abase, their polished helmets doff, and the Franks say, Now shall you die, gluttons, this day shall bring you vile confusion. Give warranty our God unto Carlon, and in his name this victory be won. That admiral hath wisdom great indeed, his son to him and those 2 kings calls he. My lords barons, beforehand canter ye, all my columns together shall you lead, but of the best I'll keep beside me 3. One is of Turks, the next of Ormali, and the third is the giants of Malpre. And Oxyants they'll also stay with me, until with Charles and with the Franks they meet. That emperor, if he combat with me, must lose his head, cut from his shoulders clean. He may be sure naught else from him's decreed. Great are the hosts, and all the columns fair, no peak nor vale nor cliff between them there, thicket nor wood nor ambush anywhere. Across the plain they see each other well. Says Balagant, my pagan tribes adverse, battle to seek, canter ye now ahead. Carries the ensign, Amboise of Oliferne. Pagans cry out, by precious they swear. And the Franks say, great hurt this day you'll get. And very loud, Montjoie, they cry again. That emperor has bid them sound trumpets, and the Oliphant sounds over all its knell. The pagans say, Carlin's people are fair, battle we'll have, bitter and keenly set.